Now, before anyone busts watching this video, just know that Playboi Carti is not dropping tonight. I know a lot of people think that. There's hella conspiracy theories that people hypothesize every single time that this man appears on the internet, whether it be some troll on Twitter. But he did actually post himself on his Instagram story. He's been more active lately. I don't know why. Well, actually, allegedly, he's supposed to be dropping in January, which we'll get into in a second, for his long-awaited album, Music, or whatever it ends up being called. It could just end up being another promo tactic for some merch, just like those motorcycle helmets that he dropped on the tragedy of September 13th, 2021, when he was supposed to be dropping Narcissist, which might be a collab tape with Kanye or whatever, but now he's working on his own project. But, you know, he got the explicit symbol or the parental advisory on his do-rag or hat, so maybe something is dropping, or maybe that's the actual merch that he's dropping. But anyway, he was in some sort of cathedral, probably hexing Jesus Christ himself on the cross so that he can finally drop, because the last time he did drop was Whole Lotta Red on Christmas Day, which of course is Jesus Christo's birthday. Maybe since Carti's a vamp, he's the one that implanted his seed into Mary all those years ago. Regardless, something actually is happening this time. Normally, it's getting to the point where I just, not that I don't care, but it's just getting too much. There's been too many teases around this time last year, around Christmas, the anniversary, 3-year anniversary that is, of Whole Lotta Red that we mentioned earlier. Playboi Carti posted some random creative director, not saying that she's not clouded or anything, she's definitely more famous than me, but it had an explicit symbol on the bottom right, so he was teasing some sort of cover art, and then they blamed not dropping on leaks, or at least Filthy did on his live stream on Twitch. But then we find out that maybe Carti just got arrested or taken into custody for questioning with his past ex-girlfriend, where there was another run-in with domestic allegations. But who cares, right? He's a narcissist. We expect that from him, right? Now, personally, I wouldn't lay any sort of body appendage on a woman ever, not even my, but to each their own, I guess. As I was saying, DJ Akademiks went on another notorious rant on his Twitch live stream, or sorry, it might be Rumble now, where he confirmed that Music, Playboi Carti's album, is dropping in January. Now, take this with a grain of salt, because he did say this last year, saying that it was coming early 2023. Now, I wouldn't necessarily blame him, because DJ Akademiks definitely knows his shit. He definitely has some sort of insider information, given that he does have DMs or some sort of conversation open with Carti himself. And so likely Carti just changed the date on him and made him look stupid on purpose. Akademiks was on a Whole Lotta Red, so maybe he gave him a little bit too much clout, was trying to bring him down to earth. Not that he could leave because he's overweight. But here's exactly what Akademiks said, because I haven't even heard it just yet. I just heard the news.
Carti is ready to press the button on the rollout. You're going to see more posts from him, more activity from him, more motion from him, and Carti season is in effect. Starting today. The album, the project, the music, what you've waited for, will be delivered in January.
Notice how he said delivered. Now we just need the Matthew Williams cosign on his Instagram story saying, "My twin is about to deliver a classic." But I guess during Thanksgiving, Akademiks accidentally ate him. But yes, it's definitely Carti season. Every time anybody posts anything about him or anything surfaces online, social media implodes completely, like it was the second coming of 9/11. RIP to all the victims, by the way. All jokes, all jokes. But in addition to Akademiks announcing and confirming that this album was dropping in January, Playboi Carti also took to his Instagram story saying himself, "I am Music," which again is the title of the album, tentatively, because it might come out to be something completely else. Or instead of the previous title that we had going of just Music, it could be I am Music. 3 words, just add one more and you know what. But also in the caption of his Finsta, Opium, he said, "Prepare." I could just hear him saying that in his long black robe. In addition to that Instagram story, he also posted one of the memes of a fan recreating the infamous pic from a couple weeks ago with his explicit symbol hat / do-rag, and even made the fan cry. Honestly, I get it. I'm a grown man. No way in hell am I gonna be crying on Instagram. But hey man, not everybody could say that they got this. He's gonna be sitting around the campfire to his grandchildren saying that he got shouted out by Satan himself. And last but certainly not least, Ken Carson, among all of the other Opium affiliates, started saying prepare all over social media as well. Even Pharell Williams though, which is a crazy collab if that's happening. We already know that Carto Got Wangs and Filthy and others are probably already on Carti's album. However, Pharell Williams, a super producer, linking up with the super villain, is gonna be Endgame. This album will completely destroy music as we know it, or at least take over and set like a whole new influence of rappers coming out in the game, ready to slobber and copy on every single sample or type beat that Playboi Carti drops on this album. They're rubbing their hands for January. They're ready. They're not making any music until January so that they get the blueprint. And then, oh, of course, there was a beef in the Opium camp with Joy Division and King Bob, the notorious leaker, or sorry, unreleased holder, because we don't like to incriminate out here, where they were arguing about who got more bread. King Bob says, how you Opium and got no money? Because that Carti cosign will definitely carry your bank account. Joy Division then posts up his sales of 79K. The only thing is, we don't know what time frame that is. That could be like a whole lifetime, or it could be daily, but he did caption it with 12 hours. So I just want to see proof is all I'm saying. King Bob then posts up some racks, probably from all them songs that he be holding. Still don't understand why anybody carries cash. You're just asking to get robbed, but to each their own. Joy responds, my hard drive, your wet dream. And then gets all toxic with a fan who's just trying to give him some advice because he's famous. And then King Bob destroyed him like the king he is, leaking the password to whatever hard drive or Google Drive he got. Sayonara to music, somebody got it now. Get ready for another delay because they might just blame it on leaks once again, even if it was some like 2016 track surfaces on the hub. But with all that being said, that's all your boy got. My specialty, stretching out Playboi Carti news that literally means nothing, but somehow coming up with some sort of release date for his next project, although Akademiks did say that it is dropping January. So I'm gonna believe him, at least for the time being, because of course Carti is going to change it, or might, let's say. It does seem like since he's posting a lot lately in the past couple of weeks or months that he is trying to roll out something, although we all know that he could literally go back into hiding very easily and then pop back out with one Instagram picture and then the rollout started again. He doesn't need like some sort of huge or complex marketing strategy run by a label with hundreds of thousands of dollars. All you got to do is post some nitpick and people are going to start counting his hair follicles, and that's going to be the release date. I'm out. Peace.